After rigorously training for the past 7 months, vlogging every single week of my training, I will be opening up my season with 2 200s and a 100, targeting some PBs and trying to break them straight away. Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of the 0.5 Project. Today I'm opening up my season with a 200. I haven't raced a proper 200 in so long. And despite of that, I know maybe there'll be a few weaknesses that I'll easily pick up on. There'll probably be big weaknesses that I'll notice. On the Saturday, I'll be doing a 100, a 200 and a relay race. So the wind today is forecasted as a headwind, but I'm not going to overthink that too much. I'm still looking to PB despite the fact there's a headwind. I just hope it's nothing crazy like a -3 or -4 or something stupid like that. I'll put the lineup for the heat here. It's pretty good, so I'm in lane 5 I believe. I'm going to put my predictions. So for the 200, I don't know about today specifically, but if it's a tailwind on the Saturday, I'm going to predict a 21.8. The 100, I'm going to predict a 10.76. Let's get on to today.
Guys, sub to this guy right here, he's such a beast.
Guys, we are here. Yeah, I'm nervous as hell, I can't lie. I'm like, I can't even I'm shaking. I've not been this nervous in a while. I just want to get primed, warmed up. What's the time? Guys, let's get on to the warm-up. Yeah, I don't feel optimal, but I feel good.
Okay.
You know, it's good. I feel good for a first race.
I'm going to give my prediction behind the camera now.
Don't tell me what your prediction is.
I'm not going to tell you. Alright, Ride Chief fans. My prediction for Ryan. Obviously you saw in his other video, if you watched it, that I predicted he'd run 21.2186 or 21.9. But that was like the fastest I think he'd go in his first race. He'll go way quicker than that by the end of the season. Based on current conditions and having spoke to him and watched his warm-up, I'm gonna actually predict him a little bit slower today. I don't think that's a problem for his whole season. I still think the 0.5 Project is on. 21.5 is within his reach. I think he's more likely to run 21.5 than 10.5, but both possible having watched this guy training. Sub 22.1, it's 22.0. Bearing in mind as well, he's had a niggly hammy, so he's probably gonna be thinking about that on the bend a little bit as well, which isn't the best idea.
Hang on, wait.
Is that Ryan? I can't even tell. Is it Ryan? I think that's Ryan. Come on, Ryan, come on, Ryan, come on, Ryan. Come on, Ryan, come on, Ryan. Is that Ryan? Shit, it was Ryan. Sorry I didn't cheer you on, bro.
The wind is crazy on that
was
straight.
windy. 0.5.
We were literally saying how you were flying around. Oh my god, and then I saw you online. I was like,
Yeah, well done, bro. That's good stuff. Do you want to be on YouTube?
no, fine with it, fine with it. Right, she's rude.
So for now, to give a very brief recap, and sorry if I look like an idiot here, I genuinely was throwing up. The wind was strong.
Putting it on for camera now.
It felt a little bit stronger than 0.5, but I think that's because of how consistent it was rather than how heavy it was. I've never suffered like this. I've run in much worse winds in 200s and I've never been sick or anything.
I did PB, but I didn't know I'd suffer so much in that last 50.
So, after Wednesday, on the Saturday, like previously said, I was planning on competing again. Today, I will be doing the 100, the 200, and a 4x100 relay, running on the last leg at the end. In the warm-up for the 100, I wasn't feeling completely up to tick. It is an opener, so that's pretty normal. And then for the 200, try and work on the weaknesses that I saw in the first 200. However, today, there is a slight tailwind. It is spiraling a little bit, but it is mainly a tailwind. Enjoy.
Not good enough.
Just warmed up for the 100. I don't know how I'm feeling.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just kind of chilling. Me and Jay feel this. Like when we're warming up, we just feel a bit lethargic. Like
For
the heat is humid. I mean, it means we're warm, so I'm just gonna chill now. No idea what I'm gonna run. I don't feel sharp, but I feel good. Do you know what I mean?
Just run.
But like, yeah, I'm just gonna run. 100 opener. Let's go.
Let's go.
So, before I show you the time, I want to mention something I did that was so stupid. Here, the last 10 to 5 meters, I started dipping too early. Now, I wasn't very far behind the guy in first at all. The gap wasn't as big as what this gap is now. 10.98 season opener. It's not bad. One positive I can take from it though is the speed, the top speed that I felt at around 60, 70 meters was unreal. I just wasn't able to hold it and it overwhelmed me, which might have caused that weird dip. But now, I'll be moving you on to the 200 warm-up. Enjoy.
Oh, the leapfrog. I'll tell you what, leapfrogs get you like a 21 something like that.
He's suffering.
So with this very short and goofy warm-up done, let's go on to the 200. With that 200 finished with another PB of 22.29. For this week, my PB was 22.69. I have now cut off 4/10 of that. In both of these races, I didn't feel completely up to tick. I did mention it a few times, which is normal, you know, early in the season in May. I'm glad to have set down a sub 11 already, and I'm glad to know that it could have been a lot better. And I'm also much more glad to know that there is loads of potential in the 200. Yes, I didn't get the times I wanted in the 100 and the 200, but I can't be displeased. Sub 11, my second ever sub 11, and it's an opener. And then a very big PB in the 200. The mistakes I made in the 100 at the end of the race, I did try to work on in the relay. I saw the relay as kind of a training session, if you like. Bearing in mind, we haven't practiced at all, so we were just winging it, but this is how the relay went.
Go, go, go! Come on, Kevin!
that relay done, that is the end of this week's episode of the Point 5 Project. Before I end the video, I want to say two things. The first and shorter thing is that I'm going to make a separate video analysing my races. And the second thing, I want to just briefly recap all of the races and simply tell you rationally how I feel about it. So let's start off on a Wednesday. 22.57 minus 0.5. To expect a sub 22 from either of the 200 races to me now seems very delusional. The reason I say that is because one, I haven't done a 200 properly since 2022. I did one in 2023 around 22.99. I executed the races so badly, especially on the bend. And into the second race, I did obviously have an advantage compared to the first race because I knew what I had to do differently. I won't go into too much detail. I want to explain it in my analysis video. Put it simply, I just stayed relaxed down the straight. The 100, I've already explained what I need to explain. The start was actually okay. The video doesn't do it justice, but my coach was on the finish line watching it and I felt it. We both said that, what was I doing, you know? But it's good to know that there's time in the tank. Top speed, 60, 70 meters-ish. I have never felt so good in my life at top speed. I just couldn't hold it. My body just got overwhelmed. I'm glad to see where season goes. It's made me very excited. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So with that being said, I'll see you in the next week's episode of the Point 5 Project. Won't be a race, it will be just some training. And I'll be racing on the 29th of May on a Wednesday, so 10 days after the recent competition. And then North of England Championships on the 8th and 9th of June. I'm unsure whether to do the 100 or the 200 or do both, but I've got to decide in 5 days because entries close on the 24th. So yeah, with that being said, ciao!